Today's video, we're going to be giving you guys the complete trading guide for November. So, just before the video does start, a quick little ad on a trading service I offer over on Twitch. For the cheapest premium trading service for just £4, €4, or free with Amazon Prime. You'll get yourself daily trading and investing guides covering both Xbox and PlayStation with an array of different techniques depending on your budget. I've been trading for over 10 years, making over 100 million on multiple titles, and recently making over 10 million in the first month for the last 3 years. So in today's video, what I'm going to be doing is walking you guys through all the different trading methods to do, no matter if you're on NextGen, old gen, PC, or the web app. I'm basically going to go through all of the trading methods one by one. So the first method that we're going to be doing is going to be a method for NextGen. Now the reason I separate NextGen and old gen is not because they have different markets, they're the exact same market. It's because a lot of good trading methods require being very fast on the market. And if you're on NextGen, if you're on bad internet, it's very hard to compete with people on NextGen who have good internet. So this is going to be a method for those, I guess, on NextGen or that have good internet. And what you're going to do is you're going to go and set your maximum bid to 1.1. Now I'll explain why this is relevant in a sec. You're going to put your maximum buy now to 9.9. And what you're going to do is you are going to set your minimum buy now, probably starting at about 3k. And what you want is you want your minimum buy now to be as low as possible without there being more than one card over the hour. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and search this in right now. So we're going to search at 3k, we're going to scroll to the end and we're going to see how many cards are over the hour. There are no cards over the hour, which means we're going to go and lower the maximum buy now, or minimum buy now. So it's at 3k now, let's go and lower it down to 2.5k and see what's going to happen. So at 2.5k, how many cards are over the hour? Still none. Perfect, we can keep lowering it. 2.2k, how many cards are going to be over the hour? Again, I'll explain why this is relevant in a second. One card over the hour. So one card over the hour is all good. It's that we can't have more than one card. So let's go and lower it down maybe to 2k. How many cards are over the hour at 2k? We have got 2 cards over the hour. Okay, so that's not going to work. So what we're going to have to do, although I do know that this is actually glitching out, is we're going to have to increase it so that there's only one card over the hour. So that's going to be set to 2.3k. Now what you're going to be doing in this method is trading with 84 rated players with Shadow. Now the relevance of 84 rated is that these cards are commonly put in SBCs. Because these cards are commonly put in SBCs, they're also commonly put in SBCs with a Shadow, which means that these cards are nice and rare with a Shadow, which means they're good to trade with. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and search this, which is again the lowest minimum buy now without there being more than one card over the hour. Again, sadly another card has been listed, so we're going to have to lower that down to 2.5, or up it to 2.5. And now you can see there are no more than one card over the hour. So what I'm now going to do is I'm now going to press compare price back out. And this is why you can't have more than one card over the hour. Because if you have more than one card over the hour, this is not going to go and refresh the market. And if by magic, if I keep pressing compare price back out, we are going to see a new card be listed because it should be refreshing the market. There we go. So you can see that these 2 brand new cards got listed. Now, what is the benefit of seeing cards as soon as they're listed? If they're a good deal, I see the deal first, and therefore I can buy it first. So, how do I know what is a deal or what is going to be a deal? Now, what is a deal is a player who is the same price as they are without a Shadow with a Shadow. So, for example, if I go and type Kiese in right here on Footbin, I can see that it is 3.8. So I would go and buy this for 3.3. Because he normally sells to 3.8k with a Shadow, and the idea is if I win them with a Shadow, I'm going to be able to, whatever a Shadow adds in terms of value is going to be profit. It's not the same amount for every player. Some players can be 200, some players will be 2k. You'll learn via trial and error basically. So you're going to keep pressing compare price back out and the market is going to refresh. What we'll do is we'll go off the presumption that we won this Kiese. So once you go and win the Kiese, there are 2 ways of listing them. We have 1, something called lazy buys, and 2, just straight up selling them. So if we won the Kiese right there at 3.3k, what is the cheapest Kiese on the market? There's a few on the market at 4k, so we wouldn't really be making much money. You could sell him for 3k, sorry, buy him for 3.3k and go and list him at probably about 3.8k, 4k, and you'd go and sell him instantly. But there's a really, really OP thing to do on FIFA called selling on lazy buys, and this is the main thing I'd recommend. And what you want to do is, rather than listing at the cheapest on the market, you want to go and list at whatever there's about 2 pages on the market. So we actually had our Kiese on the market, that Kiese actually popped up with Shadow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find out what price is there 2 pages of Kiese with a Shadow. I think it's going to probably be about 4.4k. It is give or take about 4.4k. And what you can see is we've gone and got ourselves another 400 coins profit, or 500 coins profit, just by listing on lazy buys. And what will happen is it might take a few lists, but after about 1-2 hours this card will sell on, because there's lots of people out there who can't be asked finding the cheapest on the market, And as a result, they'll just go and buy, they'll go, yeah, Kese 4K, he can't be much cheaper. And then they'll go and buy your card. So when it comes to listing players, you can either list for the cheapest on the market, although for some players that won't be very profitable for like Kese, or what you can do is you can list them where there's 2 pages and you can maximise your profit. So once again with this method, you are going to be going shadow. You're going to go and set this to 1.1. Now the reason 1.1 is relevant is because every 84 has a minimum bid of 1.1. So if this is 1k, they will not pop up whatsoever. And then we have this to 2.5 and this to 9.9. And again, what we're going to do is going to scroll to the end. And we're going to keep pressing compare price back out. We can check out Devrij right here. Devrij. 2.8k, you're not going to be buying that. What about the likes of Carvajal? How's Carvajal looking? 2.5k. And the idea is the longer you do this method, the more player prices you're going to learn, and you're going to be able to buy everything instantly. So that is method number 1. Method number 2 with the likes of NextGen is basically doing the exact same thing but with players under 84 rated. And what you're going to do here is you're going to set up the filter. 1.2k minimum buy now, 9.9k maximum buy now. And then what you're going to do is you're going to do a little bit like previously where we tried to lower the minimum buy now until there was no more than 1 card over the hour. You're going to do that with the maximum bid. You want to have as high possible maximum bid without there being more than 1 card over the hour. So we're going to start at 700, we're going to scroll to the end and no cards over the hour. So we're going to go and increase it to 800. We're going to scroll to the end, how many cards over the hour? We have got still no cards over the hour, brilliant. What about if we move it to 950? We scroll to the end, how many cards are over the hour? We have got still no cards over the hour, perfect. What about if we go and increase it to 1k? How many cards are over the hour? Still no cards. What about if we go and increase it to 1.1k? We're going to scroll to the end, how many cards are over the hour? Multiple cards over the hour, so it wouldn't work. So we're going to go and set this to 1k. Now we're not going to be able to get 84s on this filter because 84s have a minimum bid of 1.1k. So we're going to be trading, basically doing the exact same method, trading with cards under 84 rated. But it's okay because there's still loads of expensive cards. You've got cards like Spinoza, you've got cards like Cuadrado, you've got cards like, who else pops under this who's expensive? You know, well, I'm sure we'll see some. And you can use the exact same mechanic of compare price back out. Then when a new card pops up, what you can do is you're going to type in a ratio and you can have a little look. Nothing there. Now what you got to bear in mind is some players are going to be position changed, and as a result you can buy that player for the same price they are position changed without a shadow as they are with a shadow. So for example, if we went and got ourselves Raum, this is a perfect example. If we went and search Raum, we're looking at Raum in left wing back. So what I'd maybe want to do is, obviously I wouldn't go and win this card, I'd then go and search, okay, but what is Raum at left back? And if Raum at left back is 1.2k, then in the future I'm going to go and buy him for 1.2k position change. So, if I can actually go and find him, I think I skipped him. Raum in left back, what are you going for? 1.2. He is going for about 1k. So, I would pay more than 650, which is what he's going here without a shadow. Sorry, without a position change. But with a position change, he's 950, so maybe I'd go and pay up to 950. But I'll be honest with you, bear in mind our minimum buy now is 1.2k. That is not going to happen whatsoever. So, back here to the filter. So again, we add 1k there, 1.2k there. Scroll to the end. What I'll do is, again, I'll see if I can find another example. And we should be all good. Can we get to the end? Again, compare price back out. Right here, again, we know this guy's only 1.3. Now, ideally, you're not going to be buying centre-backs. And one of the reasons you're not going to be buying centre-backs is because centre-backs are quite common to pop up. Because obviously a lot of players position change. So a lot of people put shadows on centre-backs. Again, we do have the likes of Zambo. He has been position changed from a CDM to a centre mid here. So I could go and search where he is with a centre mid. But I won't do it just for the sake of the video. So, where else are we going to get? We got another round, but again, we know we're probably not going to be buying rounds because we need to get him for about 950 if we are getting him in left back. Round with a shadow, by the way, he's got quite cheap because of his SBC. So again, we're going to keep pressing compare price back out until another card pops up. Today, hopefully. Again, the best deals you'll find are under 84 rated. This is literally one of the best players. Although, I don't believe this is a good price for him. So, Mendes is 1.2k non-position change. This one's actually position change into a left wing back. Let's have a little look how much he goes for position change, because Mendes is actually one of your best deals. So, Mendes, we're going to go left wing back, because of course he's had a position change. We're going to see what is he going for without a shadow. Without a shadow position change, he is... Yeah, he's still only about 1.5k, so we kind of want to be picking up for about 1.5k left wing back with a shadow. So let's say that we've gone and picked one of him up for 1.5k with a shadow. Now we've learned that he goes for 1.5. So we pick one up. What we can again do is look, what is the cheapest on the market with a shadow? Well, actually, interesting enough, that one that was just listed is the cheapest on the market. So we'd probably be able to go and sell him for about 2.7k. We could literally go and buy that card instead of 2.7k. Or again, if you're in no hurry to go and sell the card, I think we might be able to go up to 3.5 to 4k. Yeah, on lazy buys, you could generally go and sell this card for about 3.5 to 4k. I wouldn't try and go anything more than maybe 1k or 2k more than what they're going for, just based on the market. So for example, if they're based on the market 2.9, probably wouldn't try and sell for lazy buys above 3.9. But there is another example. Now, funny enough, that is the first method you guys can go and do on the likes of NextGen. The second thing you can do is the exact same method, but with Hunter. So with Shadow, you're trading with defenders and midfielders. With Hunter, you're trading with midfielders and forwards. So we're going to do the exact same thing, where we go minimum buy now 1.1k, and then we want to go and have as high as possible, or as low as possible here. So I'm going to go and search at 3k. Now, if you can't do 3k, you probably just need to call the method off. As in, like, not do this one and just trade with the cheaper players. The reason for that is because a lot of 84s aren't really going for 3k. There is actually something you can do to get rid of cards over the hour, but it's going to be a little bit dodgy for your coin balance. So for now, what we'll do is we'll just use this as an example of it's literally a write-off. So I wouldn't be doing this method. But again, it's the exact same thing. Compare price back out, and then you want to get cards who are cheap, well, the same price as they are without a Hunter, or if they're position change, you learn what they sell for position change. So that would be a write-off. So what that means is I'll just go to the next method, which again is 1.2k minimum buy now, and then we start here at 700. I'm going to scroll to the end, and once again, this would also be a little bit of a write-off, but there is something I can actually do, and I'll explain to you guys right now. So every gold card with a shadow, or right now every gold card with a Hunter sells for at least 1k. So if I'm in the position right now where I try and do this method and it looks like a bit of a write-off, you know, there is something I can do. I can actually go and bid 1k on all these cards. Now you see how that all these cards popped up, because I know that I can instantly sell them for 1k if I do win them. But I'm not really trying to win these cards for the sake of them being a deal. I'm trying to fix the filter. Because if I go and search right now, previously we couldn't do the filter because there's more than one card over the hour. But now, boom, no cards over the hour. And I can do this all the way up to like 950 coins. All I'd have to do is bid on 1k on the cards over the hour. And there you go, you can see previously we couldn't have done the filter, but now we can do the filter up to a k. And it's the exact same as previously. We're going to press compare price back out, and if a card pops up, we're going to buy it for the same price. So let's go and type Saka in right now. Saka, who is a default right mid, is 1.3k. So this might be interesting, because there's a position change on him, and it's only 500 coins more. Let's have a little look what Saka goes for. In right wing, because this could be a nice little deal. Saka in right wing, the one we saw popped up for 1.8, and Saka is... no, he's only going for about 1.3. He's about the same with a position change than he is without a position change, and the reason for that is there just would be a lot of them put on him. So again, we're going to bring this back to this filter and carry on searching. And again, it's the exact same sort of concept. If there is a card who's the same price, obviously you're going to go and buy them. You're only looking at buying midfielders and forwards, and then you're going to go and sell them for either the cheapest on the market if you want to sell them in a hurry, or if you're in no hurry, you want to go and sell them at whatever price there is 2 pages with the position change with a Hunter on. And that is going to wrap it up for the low budget method, but again, I've done this method with 3-4 million coins and you can still make lots of money. So there's 2 variations. There's the variation where you trade with 84s, and you want that to be 1.1, and then you want this number to be as low as possible, but if you can't even have it at 3k, just don't even do this method. And you do that with Shadow and Hunter. Now what we're going to do is we are going to get underway with a old gen version of this method, or if you're on very bad internet and you can't out-snipe people. And to do this method, what you're going to do is you are going to be going at minimum bid 1.2. Now the reason you'll put minimum bid 1.2 is because you don't want any cards popping up on the other sniping filter to pop up here, because obviously you won't be able to beat them. And you're going to go and set this to about 3k. So you've got 1.2k here, 3k here. And that's really all you need. I'm going to put minimum buy now back. And what you're going to do is you're going to go through every defensive and midfielder position, apart from centre-back, and you're going to apply the exact same logic. You're either going to buy them for the same price they are without a shadow, or if they've been position changed, you then look what they are position changed with a shadow. So what do we have right here? We've got Frimpong. Is this Frimpong position changed? He is indeed. So Frimpong right here is 1.4k. Well, this Frimpong right here has been position changed, 1.9k. So let's go have a little look at our good friend Mr. Frimpong. and see what he is position change. Position change, he's about 1.6. Do you know what? This still might not be too bad of a deal. Let's go and see what the next cheapest Frimpong, because I know that Frimpong is a very popular card. See, I could go and buy this for 1.9k, and if I was in a hurry, I could probably go and sell it for 2.3. Or if I'm not in a hurry, I could probably buy that for 1.3. Sorry, 1.9, and probably go and sell it for about 2.9k. And it generally wouldn't take very long to sell on, because Frimpong is a very, very demanded player. So we've already got our first deal right there. Would be picking up Frimpong, and I'll do it right now, for 1.9k, and then I'll go and sell him for 2.9k. Here are some deals we got earlier with the lights of the video. But yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to go through the positions one by one by one. But there we go, great starts. Once again, we're going to go put minimum 1.2, maximum 2.9, and we're going to look for players who are either the same as they are without a shadow, or what they are position change. So let's head underway right back and do the exact same thing. We're now going to scroll to 59th minute. Now, if you're on the web app, this method you can also do on the web app. Sorry, this is old gen web app and slow internet. So, because on the web app, you can actually scroll through pages a lot faster than you can on the console. And the reason for that is they basically have to process less, because these cards are 3D in the console, but on the web app, they're just 2D. They're just, 2G JPEG sort of images. So again, we'll do the exact same thing right here. So what have we got? Mazarawi. We got a Ratio. Now, a Ratio has actually been position changed. So again, we search his name in, and he's 900 coins, but this one's been position changed, so it could be good. So let's go have a little look how much this one is. AR, and this is actually where you're going to get a lot of deals, is position changing these players. Well, sorry, finding good deals on the position changes. So 1.6, what's he looking like? 1.5, 1.4. Now there are some for 1.3. But you know what? It might not be too bad. Let's have a little look what he is with a shadow right now. Ooh, no, he's a bit flooded. So I probably would hold off buying him, because he's not going to be a deal at 1.6 if there's quite a lot on the market. So we'll let that be. So carry on going, and what you basically would do is you'd again set that filter up there, and you would go right back, left wing back, CDM. Right mid, but you're more looking for the players like Canales, who are some other ones? But yeah, maybe Lamar, who's been position changed from a centre mid to right mid. You're more looking at like players who can play centre mid. Centre mid, left mid, Cam, Odegaard and Paqueta work really well. And then you're going to go and switch this to Hunter, and you're going to do the exact same thing. You go Hunter, you're going to go right mid, centre mid, left mid, Cam, and then you're going to go for right wing, centre forward, left wing. You're not going to go striker, because just like centre backs, it's a little bit oversaturated. And you're going to once again buy gold cards at the same price as they are without the chem styles, or what they are position changed, if these cards have been position changed without the chem styles. So that is going to wrap it up for low budget on all consoles apart from PC. So let's go show you how to do it on PC. Now, I'm not actually on PC right now, but this is basically what you do. You go 2k maximum bid, you then go put your maximum buy now to 9.9k, and you basically go and search this. And you have to put 1k for the sake of it being console. You're then going to scroll to the 59th minute. Now, the reason you have to trade differently on PC is because you have 1/10 for the cards. You're then going to scroll to the 59th minute, and you wouldn't believe it what you do here. You're looking for gold cards with the same price as what they are without a shadow, or if they've been position changed, the same price they are position changed without a shadow, as long as the card obviously you're looking at is position changed. And what you're going to do is you're going to buy them and then sell them for either the cheapest on the market, or whatever price there's maybe 5 or 6 cards on the market, because obviously you're on PC. Now, you're not going to sit here and press compare price back out, refreshing the market. What you're going to do is you're going to switch to Hunter, and you're going to do the exact same thing. You're going to scroll to the 59th minute and look for the cards. So, cards with the same price with a Hunter as they are without a Hunter. So, Alan, I mean, I probably wouldn't want to buy, but for the sake of the video, what's he looking like? Yeah, nothing there. So, we'd do that. Now, what you're going to find is if you just kept switching between Shadow and Hunter, it doesn't update. So what you need to do to refresh the market is actually increase your minimum buy now by 150 coins. As we saw that we didn't have anything, now it's 150. And you're going to do the same thing. You're going to search Shadow, you're going to scroll to the 59th minute, and you are going to look for cards that are the same price. So again, I don't think anything in. Maybe a deal on Malacia. Obviously you're doing the PC equivalent. Malacia, no, nothing there. So again, we'd back out, switch to Hunter, do the same thing, then increase the minimum buy now once again, and now just to refresh the market. And you keep on alternating between that, and the reason you have to do this on PC is because PC has no cards on the market. So that is all consoles now covered, old gen, next gen, web app, PC. Now it is time to move on to a slightly higher budget. So the slightly high budget trading we're going to be doing is going to be Team of the Week trading. You can do this method on NextGen or old gen. You can't do it on the web app. I don't actually have a web app alternative for you this, but I do actually have a PC version, which I'll go through in a sec. So what you're going to do for here, you're going to go Team of the Week, Shadow. You're then going to increase your maximum bid to as high as possible without there being more than one card over the hour. So we're going to go set it to 10,750 and we're going to see how many cards are over the hour, because we want this number to be as high as possible to be able to get as many cards. So no cards over the hour, perfect. Let's go and increase it to 11k. And at 11k, how many cards are over the hour? Still no cards over the hour, perfect. So about 11,250. Now the bigger this maximum bid is, the bigger the net that you're casting to be able to get deals. 11,250 only has one card over the hour, but that's all good. If we increase it to 11,50, I'd imagine there's loads of cards over the hour. So we're going to set this back to 11,250. What we're going to now do is going to scroll. So again, this method is what you want to be doing when you're on about 500k plus. You're going to be scrolling to the end here, and you're going to press compare price back out. And what this is going to do is it's going to refresh the market. Now what you're looking to buy is anyone that is 15k or below. You're looking to buy them for the same price they are with a shadow as they are without a shadow. Just a little bit like the gold shadow trading. The reason for this is because Inform is obviously a lot rarer. So when someone applies a shadow, sometimes it can add about 2-3k value, especially if there's been a position change. So again, what we're going to do is going to press compare price back out and it'll refresh the market. We then get someone like Mafio, and because he's under 15k, we want to get him for the same price with a shadow as he is without a shadow. It's about 12.50, so we're going to let him be. Now, obviously, we can't really apply that logic to someone like Modric, because Modric has, obviously, because he's more expensive, he has higher tax. So if shadow adds 3-4k, well, that's counted by the 5k tax. So all you need to do with cards over 15k is get them 10% cheaper than what they normally sell for. So, for example, Modric, who is 112k, you'd want to get 10% cheaper, which is literally like 12k, so you'd have to get him around about the 100k mark. So that card is nearly a deal. Not quite, but you can see it got bought because it was relatively cheap. Now what is crazy is there can be some absolutely crazy deals in this. A great example is a Modric I got the other day, or today, sorry, if I move my mug out of the way, for 63k. Because I've been doing this method, I know all the price, or I knew the prices, and he popped up for 63k, which means I can sell this for about 112k and make a lovely, lovely like 45k profit. So you can see that some of the profits do get quite ramped up, and I was trading with, I say loads of the other team of the week. So again, what you can do is you're going to scroll to the end, and you're going to press compare price back out and buy any players 15k or under for the same price with a shadow as they are without a shadow, or cards that are over 15k, you're going to get 10% cheaper. And that is how you're going to go and trade on any console with, next gen, old gen with specials. Now we can do it on PC is you're going to do a little bit like with the how the gold card trading works. You're going to search this. Again, I'm going to have to lower this because obviously there's way more cards on console. So sorry, on PC you're going to go and set this to a 20k maximum bid. You're then going to search and you're going to scroll to the 59th minute. I don't know how many years this will take me to do on console. And when you're on the 59th minute, you're looking for the exact same cards the console is, which is cards that are under 15k you're looking to buy for the same price with a shadow as they are without a shadow. And cards that are over 20k you're looking to buy 10% cheaper. So we type in Tagliafico, Ix and Hergers, nothing there. Alright, what else do we have here? Maybe a Benasabi? I doubt that'll be a deal, but why not? Benasabi. Yeah, no deal. And once you've done that, what you're going to do is you're going to set the exact same filter up, but with Hunter. And you're going to go and scroll to 59th minute. Again, I have to lower on console just to show you the equivalent. And when you're on the 59th minute, for those that are interested on PC as well, I've actually traded last year on PC and I traded multiple millions. So I do have experience trading on PC. I'm not just making up methods that don't work. This is literally how I traded on PC last year. So what I do is we're going to type Mount in. Mount 22k. So we need to kind of get him around about 20k. So it's nearly, I mean, this card is position change, so I actually might be able to get away with something like that. But that's the sort of thing you're looking for. You know, where at the moment he's 1k cheaper. Maybe with the position change it might work out as a deal. But then we head over to Rabiot, again under 20k. Nah, and again he's only going for 11k, so nothing right there, or under 15k. We do have the likes of Cannon Wilson. This could be a good deal, because Wilson's only just come in packs, so it might be quite expensive. 12.50, perfect. Well, this Cannon Wilson right here is the same price with a Hunter as he is without a Hunter. So you're going to go in for 12.50. So what I can do now is we can do, in terms of listing cards, we can apply the exact same logic. We can either go and sell him for the cheapest if we need to sell him fast, or I can go and sell him at whatever there's, let's say, a page of him. So, Mr. Callum Wilson, how much are you going for? Like I thought, it's a brand new team of the week with a Hunter, so it's actually going to be quite rare. I could maybe go and sell him for about 15, 16k, I'd imagine. Yeah, about 15.5. Or, you know, you'd want to go and find out what prices there are page. Obviously, this might not be the best example because Wilson is new. Yeah, and normally it'd be about 1 or 2k more. So I could probably sell him for 15k right now or 17k if I'm in no hurry with the likes of Callum Wilson. But that is how you'd be informed trading. But once again, on PC, what you'd want to be doing, setting up this filter right here. There we go. And you'd go Shadow, then Hunter. Then what we need to do is increase your minimum buy now by 150 coins. Then go back to Shadow, then search Hunter again. And the relevance of switching the buy now is just because if you don't do that, it doesn't refresh the market. That is basically the answer. And now onto Le Grand Finale, which is icon trading. Now this method you don't really want to be doing unless you've got over 2 million coins. Because yes, icons look flashy, but because this method you don't sell cards instantly, you'll be sitting around with with no coins. So you need a bit of coins to work, just so you get consistent momentum with this method. Now, how you icon trade is the exact same as shadow trading, hunter trading, and inform trading. It's crazy. It's all the exact same concepts, just you ramp up the coins 10x every time. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go icon, and we're going to set the maximum bid to 65k. We're then going to scroll to the 5th and 9th minute, and what we're going to do is we're going to keep on increasing the maximum bid until there is more than one card over the hour. Now once again, we do that because of the compare price back out mechanic. So there we go, 65k, no cards over the hour. 67k, how many cards over the hour? One card over the hour, but it's all good. You'll see I fixed the filter. Just like how I did with the gold shadows, I've done that with this. We then upped it to 68k, and there's way too many cards over the hour. So we've got to lower it back down there to 67.5. And now there's no more than one card over the hour, and this filter will work. Now what we're going to do is going to press compare price back out, and what you should see is, obviously it'll be a little bit slower because it's icons, is we should see brand new icons be listed because there's no more than one card over the hour. But how are we going to know what a deal is? What we're going to do is, I was going to make a joke about buying them with shadow, but what we're going to do is we're going to head underway to Footwiz, and what we're going to do is we're going to type the name in, Gattuso. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at the sold prices, and what we're not going to do is we're not going to look at the average bin. What we are actually going to be doing is looking down at all of these prices, because these are what all the cards have sold for. And I'd say in the last like 12 hours, so maybe from like 10 a.m, we'd be looking at all the high prices they've sold on consistently for. So we've got 160, we've got 162, we've got 162, we've got 167, we've got 160. We've got 163, we've got 164, we've got... Any more? Is that it? Is that what she wrote? 165. So what we can just see, or 160, I think another 162. So what we can see is there's been many cards have sold on higher than what the average is. So we wouldn't want to go and sell for the average. I would say the number that stands out to me there is 162. Now what we do is we've got our sell price. We now want to buy 10% cheaper than 162. So that's 16k cheaper, which is 146 if I'm not wrong. So this Gattuso was 146. I'd go and buy it, but it isn't. So I'm not going to buy it. So I'm going to press compare price back out again, and we're going to go and find our next card. But if a Gattuso pops up for 146, boom, we buy it instantly. We got ourselves Larson. So what we're going to do is we're going to head over to the likes of Footwiz. We're going to type Larson in, and we've got 87. So we're going to do the exact same thing. We've got 80, 84, 85, 85, 84, 102, 95, but there are a bit anomalies. 136, again, looking like massive anomalies. So I wouldn't like buy into it. 96, 85, 86, 88, 85, 85, 85, 84, 85, 85, 102, 103, again, pretty big anomalies, 123. It's a little bit difficult because you will see these anomalies, but I can tell you from experience that obviously these are not normal, especially to go and sell next to each other. That's probably someone transferring coins. 86, 87, 85, 87, 86, 88, again, another anomaly, 88. So I would say anywhere between about 87 and 88 would be a buy. Once again, we want to get 10% cheaper, we'll say 88. I want to go and buy them for maximum 79. And there you go, no deal. So we've now learned Gattuso, 146. Larson, 79. And what you're going to do is you're going to start building up a bank of knowledge. And that's going to be what they sell for on the, what they sell on the average. Once again, you don't use the average bin, you work out, sorry, not the average, but on the high fluctuations. You learn the high fluctuations. So again, we can do the exact same thing with Trezeguet. And the idea is that you have to be very patient with this method because you've kind of got to learn everyone's price. And then when they pop up for a deal, you've got to go, boom, that's a deal. You don't normally have time to check, especially if it's a really, really good deal. But yeah, it's really just how it works. Now, the reason you need 2 million to do this with is because if we're going to sell this card for 88k, how often does he actually sell on for 88k? So we've got here, we've got 25 minutes past 9. But it took 1.5 hours for that to sell on between the last one. One previous to that took 10 minutes, which isn't too bad. One previous to that took 30 minutes. So it's not like you can do this for 500k, buy a card and they'll sell on instantly. It's you buy a card and they might take 2-3 hours to sell on. But if you try and sell them for any lower, you're limiting your profits. If you try and sell them for any higher, then again you're probably going to be your cash flow is going to be too slow. But I think that is all she wrote. You can do, I guess, a way of doing this on PC would be going icon, something like this. Icon, set this to like 200, and then you would just scroll to the 59th minute each time and try and get good deals. Again, there are 10 times the amount of cards on console, so it would take a lot more pages to do this on console. Some console icon traders do trade like this. I don't personally prefer it over sniping, especially because we are starting to get more and more supply of icons. But again, you scroll to the end and you do the exact same thing. So you can actually, luckily FootWiz has their own version of this, so you can type PC. So let's say, for example, a Bobby Moore popped up. I'd maybe use the last 24 hours, obviously due to there being less cards selling on. So what are we on today? We're on the 2nd. So I'd look at, what have we got? We've got 97, 97, 107, 97, 125 looks a bit normally. At the moment, he's looking like, I'd say about 97. Again, icons are going to sell on even less frequently on PC, so maybe I would probably want to keep to golden special card trading or informed trading. But yeah, I think that is all she wrote. Hopefully this has been helpful. I do stream about 12 hours a day, so you can come and harass me with anything you don't understand in the video. Please don't come to me and say, the filters used in the video don't work, in terms of the exact one-for-one filters. These are consistently changing. You don't use the same filter I've used in the video, but you use the logic and the methods. But yeah, so that's about it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow with a brand new video.